Hey guys, welcome back to the Automotive Stable. I'm here with another video today. We're going to be working on my Audi. Now basically this car stands out a lot in the sun. I don't drive it as much because mostly I'm in my Mercedes. But this paint does need some correction, needs some polishing. Before taking it to a shop, I thought it would be more interesting if I had to go on this. So I went out, bought some polishing machines, bought some polishing materials, some waxes, some cutting material. So today we're gonna have a go. I already done the bonnet myself yesterday. Didn't really get around to shooting that because I was trying it out myself for the first time. We're gonna be working on the rear of the car. Mostly today, if we have time, we'll do some other parts of the car. But I wanna show you guys the process. We'll go through it. So yes, I did have this car previously wrapped in a matte military green. Very nice color. I had it for a couple of months, nearly a year, I believe. Wrap has recently been taken off. I wanted back to that stealth look for summer. I'll put a video up here, you can go check it out. I've done a video on how I created the one-of-one Audi in the world with that wrap and all the modifications. But today, it's about polishing, cleaning, and making the car look as good as possible. So this is the bonnet that I done yesterday. You can already see the shine in it. If you looked at the paintwork before, it wasn't bad, like I said, but after I wrapped it and took off the wrap, it did become quite condensated because of, I don't know why, maybe the protection came or something, but looking now at the paintwork now, it's amazing. It's never going to be perfect, like I said. It's not a new car, it's quite an old car, but the flakes come out of it and I'm really pleased with it, so I just want to do the rest of the car as well. I don't know if you can see, but if you look closely, you'll be able to see the flakes in the body paint color there coming out now after the polishing and cutting. I know guys, don't worry that this stuff is on the paintwork. The paintwork needs sorting anyway, so normally I wouldn't be putting this on my car. I know that I treat my cars, but now, like I said, I'm a first timer, polishing and stuff like that. So I got myself, firstly I bought this machine here, which is a draper, sander and polisher. But I was told by some people that this might be too harsh on the paint. So I also ended up getting the Guild dual action polisher, which is supposed to be a little more softer on the paintwork. But to be honest with you, this is not good at all. It will just, when you put it on the paint, it stops. It causes a lot of friction. It doesn't work the way it's supposed to work. But for lighter bodywork, you can use that. But mainly, I like this. You can adjust the settings from 1 to 6, I believe, different speeds. I'm using it currently on setting 1 and 2, mostly 1. And then there's this Maguire Mirror Glaze Ultra Cut Compound. What this does is it cuts the rough paint. That's what I'm using first to obviously go all over the bodywork. And then once I'm done with this, I use this Turtle Wax. It's a polish that you use to polish the paintwork at the end, give it that nice smooth gloss effect. And it's also repellent, so any rain, any dust will just come off and glide off it. So it's very nice. You need to use this for protection, I believe. But so these are the two things. Got myself some pads, obviously to change when I'm between polishing. I'm not using the same pads, but when I'm cutting the paint and polishing the paint, I'm swapping between pads. And obviously I have the microfiber cloths here that you obviously require. So for now, let's get on. Start with the boot. I already thoroughly washed the car yesterday. And I washed it again this morning just to get the little dirt pieces off and stuff, so it's nice and dry now. The weather's getting quite nice, so it's time to put on the polish. This is just setting 1, so you have settings up to 6. I mostly keep it 1 because, like I said, I don't really have experience with bodywork, so I don't want to damage anything. But even at 1, you can see once it seems quite fast, but when you actually put it on the bodywork, it slows itself down. So this here is Velcro. You just stick on the pads on top of this and they just come off very easily. I'm gonna get the pad, put on the polish, and let's begin. The way you put the pad onto the machine is very easy. It's Velcro, like I said. So just get the pad and then just center it up. Yep. There you go. And then let me quickly show you guys the paintwork before I do it. Then I'll show you an after. Let me do that for you guys now quickly. So if you look at the paintwork, you can already tell sitting around so long, car's older as well, so the paint was damaged. This peel-like paint that you see on the paintwork is normal. This is called orange peel. Even newer cars have that. You can obviously get it detailed and removed. That's normal, this stuff. But as you can see, all of these deficiencies here, swirl marks. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to be using the Maguire's Mirror Glaze. It's an ultra cut compound. It should finish off the paint quite nicely and prepare it for myself to go over it with the polish and make it look more glossy and more newer and more fresh compared to what it looks like right now. Also, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be putting masking tape down the middle of the boot just to section it off and make it easier for myself to work with. And also in order to show you guys at the end the difference between the polished side and the side that I haven't prepared yet. So I'm just gonna quickly do that. So now, ready to begin. So just tap it on a little bit everywhere, just like this. That's the cutting compound I'm using first. Okay, so before you lot start saying, you know, this is not how you do it, you're damaging your paintwork, what is you doing? I told you guys, I'm not professional at it. This is most of my side car, my project car. I'm working on this. You know, I've done a few things to it. I'm not too concerned if the bodywork or the paintwork messes up. I'm gonna get that done anyway before I sell it. It's my first time, so let's get on with the video. So now clean microfiber cloth and just it's already made a big difference, you know. I'll show you guys how I'm gonna wipe it first. You can see it's cut through the, you know, the condensation that had built up, the bad paintwork through sunlight, whatever. And mind you, Sue hasn't been polished yet. We'll still polish it after this, but this is just the cutting that's done. So here you go. Now the way I'm going to compare is I'm going to compare this side to this side, and also I'm going to show you the upper panel so you can see the difference, right? So this is the panel that I've just cut compounded, if that's a word, and then this is the other panel. Even if you don't look at these marks or whatever these are on the bodywork, if you just look at the actual color, you can see a big difference. Look at the difference. So now it's time to remove the old pad, put on a fresh pad onto the polisher, and then put on some turtle wax in order to give it that nice gloss and protected finish. There's a more softer pad that I'm going to be using to finish up with the wax because I don't want to cut into the paint more. This was a little bit firmer. Pad. It's a little bit lighter, so the way I'm going to do this is just grab it from here, right? And just peel it off. Okay, so that's done. Same thing, center it. Yep. Now I'm pretty sure you can get different types of wax and stuff, but this is the one that I have. So I'm just going to use this and put it onto the thing with my hand. And trust me, this wax is quite good. I've seen some of my mates and friends use it, and it really does make a difference. You can see this, right? I'm putting the clean pad and just waxing it up. Okay, and that's it. And now, same thing, just dot the wax everywhere, like so. Just hold on a little bit when I do the other side. I'll give you more closer shots to see what I'm doing. You can see, you get more of a POV point of view kind of look. But let's get this done first. Okay. And here we have it. Look at this, absolutely brilliant. The fact that I've done this myself, I'm actually quite happy with it. You can see the other part here. This is just the wax, ignore that, but you can see a huge difference if you look at it. Like I said, these little peel marks kind of thing that you can see, that is completely normal in paint. Even brand new cars come like this. It's called the orange peel, and most people get a car detailed and, you know, the paint cut from even when they have new cars, and that's what helps this paint become more smoother. But cars come like this from factory paint. But other than that, so now let's change the pad and get some cutting compound on it and start on the other side, and I'll give you guys a more closer look to it. So let me remove the masking tape and show you guys the difference the waxing, the polishing, cutting compounding has made. Just give me a second, let me just do this. Look at this section right here, and you look at that section. I'm pretty sure you yourself through the screen can see the difference between this section and this section. There's a huge difference. Ignore the scratch. I don't know how that came about, but that's been there for some time. Ignore that. But this section and this section, you can see a big difference. Just remove this old pad, and this one for polishing. Again, center up. So this for the cut compound now. It's a little bit more firm. So let's get on with this side of the bodywork. So using Maguire's again. Yep, just like before, big difference. Right, bang. Time to change the pad again. To the polishing pad, center up. Okay. Now again, some turtle wax. There we go. Let's hold the machine so it doesn't fall down the car. Yep. Like I said, I don't know what the right amount is. I'm just going with my instinct. It worked on the bonnet, so it should be enough for the boot. Okay. Actually buffed out the scratch that there was on the bonnet. It wasn't a very deep scratch, but it buffed it out. It's quite nice. Didn't expect that. Here it is, guys. The finished boot. Well, at least the top of the boot. It's crazy, you know. The way the paint is popping now. I remember it was like this when I got the car, and after the wrap and the heat and the car just been out in the sun, it just totally ruined the whole, you know, the gloss. So I mainly want to get rid of the mark that the Audi badge has left. So obviously over time the car has become older, the paint has become older, so it's left a print. These two chips here, don't ask me, someone did that to my car. You know, that's the problem when you have a modified car. That's done. I thought the lacquer came off for a second. Each time a big difference, you know. Now time to put the polishing pad, polish this, buff it out, and then we're done with the boot. Okay, now finish off with the polish. I've already applied it. Okay.
here it is, the finished boot. Ignore the chips, I'm gonna fix that. But besides that, really pleased with it, really happy with it. Amazing.
So guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's something a little bit different, something that I'm trying out new for myself first time. I've done a lot of other modifications on cars, but paint correction stuff is my first time. 10 out good for a first timer. So like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, help me get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I'll be back in the next week, but for now, logging out. Bye bye.